Good morning. This is the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing, Wednesday, June 28th. On the impact map, still a small area of gusty winds, low humidity in some of our driest areas of southeast Utah. But the further north you go, more showers, higher humidity, cooler temperatures, lingering showers eastern areas on Thursday, and just a bit of shower activity on Friday. Friday is the day we start transitioning to high heat, some of the hottest and driest weather of the year, building from west to east and on northwards through the weekend. Interesting look at the smoke product. We don't normally see this in fire season, but a large concentration of smoke, the largest by far, not in the western United States. It is in the east due to a lot of the fires up in Canada. Had a fair amount of lightning again, all on the wet side. Precipitation, light to locally moderate in the blue shades in the north. And activity starting to pick up in southern and central and southern areas, especially in the east. New fire starts in the red. Recent fires in the yellow. Nothing large, but starting to pick up some stuff. Even some lightning starts up here in the forest, all on the small side. We do see in the past 7 days here on the left how dry it has been across the southern third of the geographic area. Now, if we look at 2 weeks back, there was a band of moderate to locally heavy rains across southern Nevada, southwest Utah. But the further east you go, you see it's been a couple of weeks where they've had significant precipitation. We have a new look to the National 100-Hour Fuel Moisture Map. The areas in this first shade of light yellow is 8 to 10%. So it's starting to creep into some of our southern areas. Otherwise, no issues with 100-hour fuels. Looking at 100-hour fuels in some of our eastern areas on our charts, here in southeast Utah, we are down to almost normal late June levels. So things have really dropped off a lot. Also in Castle Country in eastern Utah, also down near their average seasonal lows. So things, again, quite dry, at least on the finer fuel part of it. We are still near a trough of low pressure here across the west, so some moisture coming in. Clouds will fill in this afternoon. Temperatures still several degrees cooler than normal, but that's going to change. Part of it's this high pressure up here in the north. This little ridge of high is going to phase, and we'll see that towards the end of the week. So looking here on Wednesday or later this afternoon, you see under the trough we have some clouds and some shower activity later this afternoon up here. Our 7-day on the right, some drying here in the southern third of the geographic area. Not so much in the higher terrain areas where the heavier fuels are, but quite dry just to our south and east where they have high risk for both wind and lightning down in the southwest United States. Dry humidities down in the south, but they go up quite a bit further north. But it's this combination of low humidity near 10% or upper single digits, and still some of these enhanced winds gusting in the 20s to near 30 miles per hour. Now, still the trough lingering here on Thursday. No significant changes on the 7-day. Winds diminishing, though, across most areas. Very dry humidity in the southeastern areas, but I would say above normal humidity elsewhere, at least for now. But then on Friday, you see a big change in the upper level map. Upper level high pressure building in. Temperatures are going to shoot up significantly. We see a little bit more drying of yellows in our southern areas. Our neighbors really drying out to the south. Low humidities here on the right-hand side. No significant winds over here as much as we can see. 3-day precipitation, just some light precipitation. These lighter shades of green, maybe locally moderate in the Uintas, and maybe a low-end wetting rain in the higher terrain of the mountains of Idaho. But that high pressure builds in on Saturday and really remains and spreads eastwards on Sunday. Notice we have browns on our 7-day in our southern areas. The yellows are expanding in coverage, and that trend continues as we go into the early part of next week. 7-day precip totals, almost all of this will be in the first 2 days. The monsoon still well down in Mexico, so even as we go into July 5th, it's not even entering southern Arizona, so we are about a month behind on the monsoon pattern. And to give an area of perspective, these are the high temperatures here on the left for today. You can see between today and then Sunday, temperatures shoot up 10 to 15 degrees, and that's going to change the landscape and continue the drying and pose some worries as we head into this holiday weekend. 8 to 14-day outlook continues to show above normal temperatures in the south, near normal elsewhere, but it's this drier than normal signal that we have here going from July 5th to the 11th, which is a little concerning because this is when the monsoon is in full force in these areas. No sign of the monsoon developing as we go into mid-July. And this concludes our briefing. Have a great day.